Thank you for coming and joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay. Please. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
What you were doing is fun. You must be tired.
Everybody has a story, all right? Everybody has a story to tell and something to share, and that's what we believe, all right? And I'm sure a lot of people out there have gone through something like this, or probably is going through something like this. So, you know, maybe you can share with us what you did when, for example, you were told that you had cancer. Okay, what came to your mind? And what did you do?
Actually, I didn't believe that I had cancer at the start.
Okay.
Okay. Because I am talkative, you know, and as a motivational speaker and a company trainer, I was encouraging people all the time to do their best, to give their best. And then in activities, I was always at the forefront, leading people. You can do this, you can do
So
this.
you were the rah-rah person.
Yes, I was the rah-rah person.
Right.
And then suddenly, the doctor says, "Ma'am, suspected cancer." And so it hit me, and I said, "This can't be." So it's the first thing really that you go through is a sense of disbelief.
Or denial. Parang
Denial.
can't be.
Like,
This
can't be.
can't happen to you.
And so I'm supposed to be a positive thinker.
Okay.
All right? I went to the office, and for the first time in my life, I said, everybody has to think negative. You know?
They
And
will
then
think negative.
They had to think negative because I
All
didn't
right.
want the
Okay.
results from the doctor's office to say, yes, I had cancer.
Wow.
So for the first time, and they said, Mrs. Israel, you're the positive thinker. And I said, no, for once, please just think negative.
All right.
And then I went, and when I went to the doctor's office, and then I said, okay, how is it? I was alone. My husband couldn't come with me. And then he said, Ma'am, confirmed.
Wow.
I was taken
Wow.
aback. I just looked at him, and then I said, so what happens now? And he gave me the options. He said I'd have to go through surgery, I'd have to go through chemotherapy and all that stuff.
Jesse, but what I think the audience would be interested in is, okay, wow, you got this information, and boy, would you say, what's going to happen to me? I mean, is this real? Okay, and how did you manage to get back on your feet?
No, I think at that time I was still in denial.
In denial.
And then when I went to my husband's office, I just told him, he asked me, so how is it? And I said, Dad, confirmed. Yakapin mo naman ako.
Wow.
And I started crying. And then he was the positive person at that time. And he said, but look at those who have survived ahead of you. And so with that in mind, I said, okay, let's face this. I never complained. It was just simply, what do we do now? The next step was really, what can you do? Because you cannot do anything except accept it.
Okay.
That's
so,
the first step.
So you go through denial.
Yes.
No, in other words, we can tell the audience, know that you are going through a denial stage.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody goes through that.
And the sooner you get out of it, then you go to the
better.
acceptance stage. In other
Yes.
words, that's it. I mean,
That's
I accept it. All right. What can I do?
Because
this is it.
that's
Diba?
the first step to healing.
All right.
You have to accept it.
Okay.
And then now find the solution. This is my situation. What do I do next?
Okay.
And so you go to the doctors, and they tell you this, and you just follow.
Okay.
But above all, you just simply have to have faith.
Faith. Okay. You know, Jesse, my brother too had cancer. All right. And you're talking about faith. I really believe in that.
Yes.
You know what he did? He was telling us, this is not going to happen to me. And every night, you know what he would do? He would, because he had it in his lung. Every night he would use his finger and said, no, solidify.
Yes.
And you know what? It really solidified.
Yes.
Okay?
That's true.
So faith really, if you really believe it,
You believe
it really can happen.
Because
Right?
if you think you're sick, all the more you'll get sick.
Right.
If you think you're stressed, all the more you'll get stressed. If you have self-pity, all the more you will get sick.
Yes.
So the
very
first
well.
thing you have to do is say, okay, I am going to get better. That's it.
You believe it.
I believe it.
believe it. Okay.
I
I'm
believe
good.
it.
No doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt. Okay?
No doubt.
So tell the people out there, do not even think of the
Yes.
worst.
Do not think you're sick.
Correct. Okay.
Just think, I'm going to be
be-
well.
Alright.
Gagaling ako.
Yun.
That's it.
Positive, okay?
Positive. It really has to be totally positive.
I saw a film clip about a cancer patient
Yeah.
who was told to see only happy movies, happy things, and surround yourself with happy people, okay? Did you do that?
Yes, I would listen to people who would lift up my morale.
Really?
I would stay away from people who were negative,
Okay.
you know, who would cry. A friend of mine phoned me and she said, "You cannot die yet." And I said, "I'm not dying. You should come and see me."
Right.
You know, because then if you associate with people like that, the tendency is you're going to start believing that, my gosh, may sakit ako, I'm going to die. So you have to stay away and then just look at the positive things. Let me cite to you an example. A friend of mine who was a company trainer like I was had a stroke, heart
Okay.
attack. Then, incidentally, call it coincidental or what, he said, "Jesse, you're not going to die yet." That same year, okay, I don't know what the sequencing is now. First, we had Nida Blanca. And he phones me and he says, "Tignan mo, namatay na si Nida, ikaw hindi pa rin." The second was the fire at this hotel where a group of people had come to pray. It burned, right? And many of them died. He phoned me again and he said, "You see, it's not yet your time." And then the third one was September 11.
Right. All of
These
those
are
things
young
happen.
people. That
These are
same
people
time.
dying at that day, and then you tell yourself,
No, not at the day.
I mean,
It was spaced out.
okay.
During the time I was undergoing treatment. So I finally, with his help, told myself, "Oh yes, if it's not my time, it's not my time."
Yeah. All right.
And that helps a lot.
Okay.
When you just surrender. Okay, you surrender your feelings and just say, "Okay, Lord, take over." That's it.
Jesse, I'm interested in the change of attitude that you had
After that.
after you were told that you had cancer. Okay.
Okay.
It's like tomorrow may never come. Is it something that's what you think of? You live on a day-to-day. Can you tell us a little more
Carpe
about
diem.
that?
Seize the moment. Live on a day-to-day basis.
Every day.
Every day.
This is it, folks. There's nothing
Yes.
more.
Yes.
This is it. That's it.
Yes.
That's it. Okay.
Because I used to worry a lot. My husband would be late, I'd be worrying, I'd be pacing. The driver was late, I'd be pacing and pacing and pacing. I didn't know that all of these were affecting my life. That it was, well, somebody said we all have cancer cells within us. And so we have to see to it that we are not stressed out.
Okay.
Okay? So that we don't make these cancer cells alive. We just have to calm ourselves down. And so now I have developed this thing like, calm down.
Relax.
Relax.
Take it easy.
Is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
Yes.
Is it worth it? Is it worth
Is it worth
worrying?
getting angry? Is it worth worrying?
Right.
See?
Ah.
So now I've learned to do that. And then I have a gratitude journal
Wow.
where every day I write down at least 5 things that I am grateful for.
good.
That I think is going to be a very big help because then you count your blessings all the time.
There are a lot of materials on that. So you wake up in the morning, you say, "Thank you.
Yes.
I'm alive."
I'm alive.
Oh, look. Listen to the birds. Listen
Yes.
to, just be alive. And
That's
they say
true.
really, really helps. Huh?
In my posted in my notebook, in places around the house, I have affirmations.
Affirmation.
First, I allow God's peace to work through me. Second, I am happy.
That's great.
See?
That is a decision, di ba?
Yes,
So you tell
affirmation.
myself,
I tell myself every day.
I wake up in the morning and I feel, okay. I look at myself in the mirror. Hi.
Yes.
Hi. Good morning.
That's true. I
Di
smile
ba?
at myself in the
Di ba?
mirror.
Oo.
My hair all standing up and say, "Hello, Jessie. It's another day." And so I go, I am happy. I can help
Yes.
people because I'm a teacher.
Great, great, great.
So
Okay.
that's the change really that came over me.
You
I've
just
stopped
you
worrying.
just mentioned something that's very close to my heart.
Yes.
You have a purpose.
I
You have a
think
purpose,
so.
okay?
I
And
think
that helps at least.
it does.
Diba?
It does.
Why? Because it gives meaning to your existence. Is it important?
Not the meaning meaning to my existence, but it is making a difference in other people's lives.
Making a difference.
Yes.
Why is it so important?
That we make a difference?
Yes.
Because then, that's what we are
Okay.
alive for.
All right. I think that's fantastic. We will continue this, all right? After our brief commercial. All right? All right.